Welcome back again. This is your boy Tracy G. Jackson, and this is part 2 of the rise and fall of the WB in honor of the WB's 25th anniversary. For those that haven't seen part 1, go check out the first part. In May 1996, the WB had planned out their schedule for the 1996-1997 season and launched another night of programming Monday nights with the same 2-hour time schedule as Wednesday nights, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Time and 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Time. There are also new shows that came from the network's fall 1996 lineup, such as Seven Heaven, Life with Roger, Nick Freno, Life's Teacher, and The Jamie Foxx Show. Also, the WB picked up Brotherly Love, which was a sitcom starring Joey Lawrence and his brothers, Andy and Matthew Lawrence, that was canceled by NBC. Also around the same time, UPN picked up a sitcom called In the House, which was canceled by NBC at the end of the 1995-1996 season, and Minor Adjustments, a Warner Brothers television produced sitcom UPN picked up from NBC in January 1996 that starred Rondell Sheridan, aka Victor Baxter, on That's So Raven, and its spinoff Corey in the House wouldn't return for a second season. To promote the 1996-1997 season, the WB did a hip image campaign called WWWB, where the stars of the WB hit shows are seen dancing on the Warner Brothers backlot, along with Michigan J. Frog, as well as characters from Kids WB shows. Kids WB also extended their Saturday morning block to 4 hours, and new shows came such as Wayne Head and Road Rogers. The WB began its fall lineup on August 25th, 1996 with the series premiere of Steve Harvey's Show, a comedy starring Steve Harvey, and a sneak preview of the first episode of Seven Heaven, as well as the sneak preview of the new season of Savannah, followed by the series premiere of The Jamie Foxx Show on Wednesday, August 28th, and the season premiere of Sister Sister and The Wayans Brothers on Wednesday, September 4th, 1996, as well as The Parenthood and The Happily Ever After on Sunday, September 8th, 1996, and the new season of Brotherly Love the following week on September 15th, 1996, and the newly launched Monday night for the following day on September 16, 1996, with the series premiere of Seven Heaven, as well as the season premiere of Savannah that previously aired as a sneak preview on August 25th, 1996. Still trying to catch up and compete with the Big Four, the WB was improving themselves. The best was yet to come. On March 10, 1997, Buffy the Vampire Slayer premiered on the WB as a mid-season replacement. The series stars Sarah Michelle Gellar, who was known for winning a Daytime Emmy for All My Children at the time, became a hit with critics, and had high ratings for the network, attracting teenage viewers and advertisers. Followed by the premiere of Smart Guy a month later in April 1997. Around the same time, the WB had gained more affiliates, striking deals with broadcasting companies outside of Tribune Broadcasting and Acme Communications. In July 1997, Sinclair Broadcast Group struck an affiliation agreement deal with the WB, where a majority of its stations would end their status as independent stations or UPN affiliates and take the WB affiliation. WVTV in Milwaukee, Wisconsin was one of the stations to become a WB affiliate on May 19, 1997. Shortly after, Sinclair bought the station from Gaylord, and Tribune Broadcasting closed its $1.13 billion purchase of Renaissance Communications on March 26 of that same year, which owned 2 WB affiliates, WDZL in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and KDAF in Dallas, Fort Worth. Shortly after, Tribune acquired Renaissance on July 2nd, 1996, and also UPN was getting more affiliates around the same time as well. Heavy competition for 2 upstart networks. To keep growing, the WB began announcing the upcoming 1997-1998 season, and on May 13, 1997, for their new shows. Savannah, Brotherly, and Life with Roger had been canceled. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Seven Heaven, and The Jamie Foxx Show, as well as The Steve Harvey Show and Smart Guy, was renewed. The WB announced their fortnight of programming, which would be Tuesday nights, originally to begin in December 1997. A show called Dawson's Creek was created by Kevin Williamson, writer of Scream, will be on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Central Time, followed by 3 at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Central Time. And 2 new comedies will be aired on Sunday nights with Unhappily Ever After and The Parenthood. A show called The Tom Show, which starred Tom Arnold, and All Right Already, which the original working title was Ocean Drive. The WB Network kicked off its fall 1997 season with the season premieres of Unhappily Ever After, The Parenthood, Nick Freno and The Jamie Foxx Show, and the series premiere of The Tom Show and All Right Already on September 7, 1997, followed by the season premieres of The Wayans Brothers, The Steve Harvey Show, Smart Guy, and Sister Sister on Wednesday, September 10, 1997, and the season premieres of Seven Heaven and Buffy the Vampire Slayer on September 15, 1997. Kids WB expanded their schedule with weekday mornings, 8 a.m. Eastern Time to 9 a.m. Eastern Time, and 7 a.m. Central Time to 8 a.m. Central Time. Tiny Toon Adventures, which originally aired on Fox Kids from 1990 to 1995, would air at 8 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Central Time, followed by The Adventures of Captain Planet would air at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, 7:30 a.m. Central Time. And the weekday afternoon block consisted of The Bugs and Daffy Show, Animaniacs, Pinky and the Brain, as well as The New Adventures of Batman and Superman. And the Saturday morning program debuted new shows that season, such as Umpty 3 TV and an animated version of the Columbia Pictures 1997 blockbuster Men in Black. In December 1997, the Tuesday night programming was pushed back to January 20th, 1998, and by January 5th, 1998, it will be branded as New Tuesday. Buffy the Vampire Slayer will move to Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Central Time. And to promote the show's move, the WB did a promotional campaign of the 2-part episode of the second season of Buffy the Vampire Slayer Surprise Innocence, calling it the Buffy 2-night event, giving viewers to watch the first part on Monday, January 19, 1998, and the second part on its new night and new time. On January 20th, 1998, the same night Buffy the Vampire Slayer moved to Tuesdays, was the premiere of Dawson's Creek, which proved huge runs for the WB, while 3 ended up aired Monday nights after 7 Heaven and premiered on February 2nd, 1998, but was canceled after 8 episodes. The WB grew with new affiliates and expanded their growth. The WB had developed over-the-air cable WB affiliates in low-market areas with the WB 100 Plus Station Group, which was known as the WEB in the development stages, which was set to launch September 8, 1998, before being pushed to September 21st, 1998. This move was done similar to what WGN did when they carried the WB affiliation nationally on their Superstation feed. By the end of the 1997-1998 season, the WB had countered the teen market with Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Dawson's Creek, similar to Fox Broadcasting did in the early 90s with Beverly Hills 90210 and Parker Lewis Can't Lose. By the start of the 1998-1999 season, the WB expanded their programming, added Thursday nights and 3 of its comedy shows that aired on Wednesdays, like The Wayans Brothers, The Steve Harvey Show, and The Jamie Foxx Show, will move to Thursdays during the fall 1998 season, and they will be joined by another comedy series called For Your Love, which premiered on NBC mid-season in March 1998, shortly before NBC canceled it at the end of the 1997-1998 season. New shows came on the WB and changes were made. Dawson's Creek will move to Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Central Time, and will be joined by a new series called Charmed, which stars Shannon Doherty, Holly Marie Combs, and originally Lori Rome until she left and was replaced by Alyssa Milano, while another show called Felicity, which starred Kerry Russell, will take over the 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Central Time slot on Tuesday nights following Buffy the Vampire Slayer. A drama called Hyperion Bay, which starred Mark Paul Gosselaar, aka Zach Morris of Saved by the Bell, would air Monday nights after 7 Heaven. Sister Sister's Smart Guy moved to Sunday nights, and preceding 2 comedy, the WB aired repeats of the first season of 7 Heaven known as 7 Heaven Beginnings. New comedy that season called The Army Show, which joined Sister Sister and Smart Guy along with Unhappily Ever After. The WB kicked off their 1998-1999 season with the fall 1998 lineup that began on September 13, 1998 with the sixth season premiere of Sister Sister and the third season of Smart Guy, as well as Unhappily Ever After's fifth season and the series premiere of The Army Show, followed by the launch of the WB Thursday night, September 17, 1998, with the new season of The Wayans Brothers, The Steve Harvey Show, The Jamie Foxx Show, and For Your Love, while the new seasons of Seventh Heaven premiered on September 21st, 1998, followed by the series premiere of Hyperion Bay. Buffy the Vampire Slayer began its third season, September 29, 1998, followed by the series premiere of Felicity, and Dawson's Creek began their new season October 7, 1998, followed by the series premiere of Charm. The WB 100 Plus station group launched on September 21st, 1998, reaching 2.8 million cable subscribers, which modeled itself off of many WB affiliates of large and medium-sized markets by carrying syndicated programming that aired outside of WB Primetime and Kids WB. And to keep growing, the WB network launched their own website, giving viewers access to the network's programming on the internet. The new season never looked so great. Kids WB also got new programs such as Hysteria and Batman Beyond. In the spring of 1999, Kids WB picked up Pokemon, an animated series based off a Nintendo game that originally premiered in Japan in April 1997 that became popular for American audiences on First One syndication in the fall of 1998. On January 28, 1999, shortly before the conclusion of the WB's 1998-1999 season, WGN TV Chicago's WB affiliate announced that they will be dropping the WB affiliation on their Superstation feed, carried nationally on cable and satellite outside the Chicago market at the start of the fall 1999 season. This move was done for various reasons, out of fear of competing with other WB affiliates carried on cable and satellite in the big markets, but few WB affiliates were carried on satellite providers like DirecTV. But Dish Network offered its customers a Superstation package of three other WB network affiliates, such as KTLA, WPIX, and KWGN, that was carried around the U.S. and parts of Canada. Around that same time, the WB made plans for the 1999-2000 season. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Dawson's Creek, and Charm, as well as Seventh Heaven, were renewed. And Angel, a spinoff of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which was in development to give David Boreanaz his own show. However, shortly before the conclusion of the 1998-1999 season, 2 episodes of Buffy the Vampire Slayer had been pulled from its original scheduled air date shortly after the Columbine High School shooting. One of them was Earshot, which was scheduled to air April 27, 1999, had been pulled, and the following month, May 25th, 1999, during the month of finale, shortly before Graduation Day Part 2 was supposed to air, the WB left a message saying that the conclusion of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Graduation Day, originally scheduled for tonight's broadcast, would air at a later day. Instead, a repeat of Bed Candy aired. In May 1999, 3 of the comedy shows that the WB aired since the network's launch ended their run. Unhappily Ever After ended after 5 seasons, and Sister Sister, which was picked up by the WB in the fall 1995 season, ended its 6-season run, and the Wayans Brothers ended, followed by the Parenthood in July 1999. On July 13, 1999, after a 2-month delay, the second part of the third season finale of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Graduation Day Part 2 aired, attracted 6.5 million viewers for the WB during the summer of 1999. And as the network prepared for the fall 1999 season, the WB aired a music video of the image campaign dubbed Faces of the WB, featuring the stars of the WB shows. There were 2 versions filmed. The first one aired in spring of 1999, featuring Nikki Cox, who was in talks with Warner Brothers Television to develop a show which she would star in, which would later be Nikki. Another version of the same music video was shot, featuring stars of new shows to premiere during the WB's fall 1999 season, such as Roswell, Popular, and Jack and Jill. New shows and returning shows, and a new night of programming. There were changes to Sunday night. One was Felicity will move to the WB Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Central Time, followed by a new series called Jack and Jill. The WB Monday consists of Seven Heaven and Safe Harbor. The WB's new Tuesday consists of Buffy the Vampire Slayer and its spinoff Angel. The WB Wednesday will consist of Dawson's Creek and a new series called Roswell. The WB Thursday will consist of a show called Popular at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Central Time, followed by Charm, which will move to Thursday nights. The WB Friday consisted of comedies like The Jamie Foxx Show, Steve Harvey, For Your Love, as well as an animated series called Mission Hill. The fall season premiere dates was announced to begin September 20th, 1999, and the 18th episode of the third season of Buffy the Vampire Slayer Earshot would air September 21st, 1999, 2 weeks before the 4th season premiere. Around the same time the network's fall 1999 season started was when the national superstation feed of WGN began removing WB programming, beginning with Kids WB, which took effect on September 6, 1999, a day after Kids WB aired for the last time, September 5th, 1999, followed by the WB Primetime a month later on October 7, 1999, a day after the WB aired the last time on October 6, 1999. The Chicago WGN remained the area's WB affiliate, and Kids WB remained on WCIU 26. The changes of the national WGN, which replaced WB programming with syndicated programming and movies, a decision made by Tribune Broadcasting due to the network's national distribution was large enough that it was no longer necessary for WGN to broadcast the WB outside the Chicago area. Had a huge effect for people who were subscribed to cable and dropped to 6th place in ratings among all major broadcast networks behind rival UPN during the 1999-2000 season. However, the WB solution was to give cable viewers a number. In markets like Memphis, Tennessee, one of the stations, WPTY 24, which switched from Fox to ABC in December 1995, carried a secondary affiliation with the WB and WB programming from 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. Despite the rocky start, the WB began to pick itself up. Around the same time, UPN experienced growth with new shows like The Parker, which was a spin-off of Moesha, and WWF SmackDown. On February 23, 2000, Acme Communications, the owner of many WB affiliates and Paramount Stations groups, which owned many UPN affiliates, made an agreement where they would share the network's programming in 6 markets without competition, meaning 3 Paramount-owned UPN stations would carry WB programming and 3 Acme-owned WB affiliates would carry UPN programming. WWHO 53 in Columbus, Ohio, a WB affiliate since the network's launch, was bought by Paramount Stations Group in July 1997 and had a secondary affiliation with UPN since fall 1997, making it a dual WB-UPN affiliate. Was about to switch its primary affiliation with UPN, along with WLWC 28 in Providence, New Bedford, another dual WB-UPN affiliate, was going to switch its primary affiliation from the WB to UPN, but both WWHO and WLWC would carry the WB on secondary affiliation status come April 2000, which meant WB primetime programming would air at 10 p.m. Eastern Time after UPN primetime programming, Monday through Friday, and the rest of WB programming would air on Saturday afternoon, while Sunday nights remain unchanged due to UPN not having a Sunday night programming, and fellow UPN affiliate in West Palm Beach, WTDX 34, was about to carry a secondary affiliation with the WB. In return, 3 of Acme Communications' owned WB affiliates would carry a secondary affiliation with UPN and UPN programming after WB primetime. KPLR Channel 11 in St. Louis, Missouri, was one of the WB affiliates owned by Acme, began carrying a secondary affiliation with UPN and UPN programming in off hours, as well as UPN's children block Disney's One 2. WBUI in Springfield, Champaign, Illinois, which became a WB affiliate on June 2nd, 1999, retained a secondary affiliation with UPN and had when WBUI was previously affiliated with PAX TV. Acme-owned WB affiliate WBXX in Knoxville, Tennessee would carry a secondary affiliation with UPN by 2001. Around the same time Acme carried UPN programming on its 3 WB affiliates and Paramount carried WB programming on its 3 UPN affiliates was when Tribune Broadcasting took ownership of 2 of the WB affiliates, WATL Atlanta and WNLL New Orleans. Shortly after Tribune's acquisition of Quest Broadcasting, which was partially owned by Tribune. Beginning in April 2000, there are changes to the WB and their schedules. Felicity will move to the WB Wednesday night after Dawson's Creek, while Roswell would move to the WB Monday nights after 7 Heaven. One of the shows that aired after 7 Heaven, Safe Harbor, was canceled in November 1999 after 10 episodes. Shortly after the cancellation of Safe Harbor from November 19, 1999 until April 10, 2000, to fill the empty 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Central Time slot following 7 Heaven, the network aired 2 comedies such as Zoe Duncan, Jack and Jane, and the short-lived Brutally Normal, and repeats of the last 3 episodes of the 3rd season of Buffy the Vampire Slayer from March 20th, 2000 to April 3rd, 2000. Shortly after Felicity's move to the WB Wednesday night, a show called DC from executive producer Dick Wolf, the creator of Law & Order franchise and co-creator of New York Undercover, premiered on April 2nd, 2000, took over the 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. time slot, where Felicity aired on Sunday nights at the beginning of the 1999-2000 season. Also, 2 comedy series, Movie Stars and Zoe Duncan, Jack and Jane, retitled as Zoe, took over the 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Time slot. Movie Stars aired at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Central Time, followed by Zoe at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 8:30 p.m. Central Time. Unfortunately, DC was canceled by the WB on April 23rd, 2000. Stay tuned for part 3. But as always, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you haven't seen part 1 of the Rise and Fall in WB